Okay, so class 11, digital marketing strategy framework, planning for success. So we are learn today. We will learn about how we create and make a strategy, a plan for effective digital marketing campaign with whatever we have learned so far. And we are utilizing all those the the keywords and then the concepts. But with this, I also want you all to focus not only on the ad boosting or post boosting feature that social media has. Marketing is a big game, and pushing ads is only one small part of it. We also saw that there are lots of other methods, as in including the consumers or the customers, called co-creation. Then there's also affiliate marketing, and then user-generated content, how they are being used in marketing, and also the use of effective use of balance between traditional and digital marketing. So, importance of strategy in digital marketing. A well defined strategy serves as a roadmap that guides decisions and tactics, ensuring focus on marketing goals and enhancing resource allocation. So, uh, basically, say focus attention is a resource, but even for the brands, for the brand's growth also, the brand has to be sure where its attention is shifting to. So for a brand, specifically we're talking about say like mid level to large scale enterprises and all. So for them, a well defined strategy is important. For small scale businesses and then startups and all, they have to have a strategy initially when they are doing it. Then maybe they may or may not have a well defined strategy. So if, say, you students are trying to create a campaign for your own services and all, then I would recommend, since you're still in the learning phase, to to just have a strategy. We need to have a strategy. Strategy is very important, but then it's okay even if it's not well defined when you're starting off with your own campaign. But then if it's a campaign of a bigger enterprise, and whose resources are limited, no matter they have the budget, they have everything, but then even then for them the resources are limited, human resources, power, then their time also is limited. They need everything on time. If they say Tuesday, it's Tuesday. If they say at 9, it's 9. Then but all those resources there are, so they have to have a well defined strategy so they can focus on the requirement, action, the required action that they have at one particular time. So when we're talking about strategy, I am coming back again to the algorithm that we just touched, we just talked a little bit about. So strategy is basically what we create as, say, we go to Google Docs, and then we, as a strategy, a good strategy can look just like in a Google document. So a in Google document or a Google sheet or like that, people they also use Google sheet. So this can be your Windows Word or Windows Excel sheet as well. But then I use Google because it's easy, and then most of my work it's on the digital medium itself, and then it's free. So that's why I use mostly Google Docs. It's also easier to share. So we can create a strategy in Google Docs or in a simple in a spreadsheet. If we go in modern ways, since there are lots of different websites and all, so digital marketing strategy, we have strategy. See, app. So there are different websites as well, which they where we can create strategies as such. So who'd suit, there is a social media calendar, then Sprout Social. So these all are basically mostly for social media. This, so we can create the post, and then from here in all of the social media channel, even if it's linked, like MetaSuite only allows for Facebook and Instagram. So using Social, we can do it for Twitter, X, maybe TikTok also included. So, and then we can schedule one particular post to go on to different this different channels. So that specifically was say for social media. So in here, when we are creating strategy, then how what we are creating strategy, we'll like gradually see in the later slides. So to create a strategy, first say we will do it. Okay, we don't need this. First, we are doing it in Google Docs. Let's go to. So typical digital marketing, we will be gradually working on this. So you don't have to worry about this. As we are going through the class, I will be jotting down the point, and then when at the end of the class, we'll see that we have a sort of like a template for and what to include in the strategy document. So, a typical digital marketing strategy framework, a comprehensive framework, includes various components such as situation analysis, objective setting, audience understanding, channel selection, content strategy, budgeting, of course, execution, and optimization. Money is not everything, but money is the main, the main fluid that the main fuel that runs a campaign. So that's what it is. Like money is not everything, but then money is important. So that's why even budgeting also is there. Then we have how we going to execute it. So at first we go through situation analysis. So we analyze the situation of the brand or the business. So we will say like situation analysis. So here we write, say maybe we just use a dot point. We don't even have to be. We are just starting off with a document, so it can look very rough, and depending on different MNCs and different companies, different teams, the strategy document would look different. So at first we write a draft of what is there, and then certain points we also can break it down, make it look more presentable using flowcharts and other pictorial depictions and representations and all. So when we say situation analysis, we would say that say this is for a clothing brand. For a clothing brand. Okay. So, in situation analysis, we would start off with the situation of the company. Say the company is resources are available, which means I'm writing in this way so that it will be easier for you to understand. But then, when you would be writing a draft document, then you can just keep the dot points as in the later part of it, which means the brand can deliver quality on time. So at first, though, we will have to check if the brand can deliver or not. If the brand cannot deliver on time during the first phase of the campaign, then maybe we would just do a campaign where we are just doing the awareness bit of it. So okay, let's go bit by bit. Then we are doing situation in here. Then we are saying the brand can deliver quality on time. It has low sales, but people aren't aware of them. So people don't know that the brand exists. No or minimal digital presence, which means they are not on. I'm just elaborating all of these things as well. So when you're writing, then you can just go on to the crisp dot points, or you can also add these all also the points as well. So documentation is also important. I know it looks a little bit boring when we are doing the work, because when back when I used to be a student, and even me, I did not wanted to do much of documentation. I always used to think that the actual action is going in, say for social media, for digital marketing, it would be actually going into Google Ads, actually going into Facebook Meta, and just doing the campaign. But then that those things are like, but you have not done your research, but without documentation, it is that you have not done your research, you just have jumped off the cliff. And then you find out that, okay, like, maybe you don't have the equipments that you need with you, while taking that jump. You might be needing some specific tools that you did not research, so you did not knew that you would be needing it. And then you basically crash after the campaign. So documentation is very important. We use documents for roundabout anything. Even these documentations are very crucial when we are doing a teamwork, because for a team to repeat the same thing again and again to each of the team members, it's difficult. And then when we are doing a digital marketing campaign for a brand, then even the sales representatives, the marketing executives, and then the company owner, company other stakeholders who are included in the campaign, they also would want to know that how what the strategy is, how you're thinking to achieve the goal that they need. And then so that they can give their inputs, you can take the feedback. So there has to be a platform using which you can discuss the strategy and then the digital marketing campaign. So a document is the perfect and then the best way to do it. So we need to have a document, and you all will have to go through this when you're creating a good campaign, that uh, you know it will succeed, it won't succeed. It's like, but after making the campaign, that's what the results would be. But then this action you will have to do for most campaigns. If you're doing it for your own, this, then you're the owner, you're the executive. You also know what you're going to do and what you want. But even then, it's always good to have a strategy document like this. Later on, you'd be like, seeing it more. So no or minimal digital presence, not on social media, Google Maps. Mm, yeah, no website. Then maybe that's the situation of the company, and then maybe they have no profits, or maybe the say incurring losses. Maybe that's what the situation of the company is. So we basically just write it down, whatever the dot points are. You can as well make it a paragraph also, but then dot points are like crisp, and then it's easier to understand as well. Losses. Okay. So we do situation analysis, then we do objective setting, as in using KPIs and other things. So when we do objective settings, key performance indicator, say for all of this would be like set this one. There's also competitor analysis, and say this one also, Jumia is uh, diverting traffic. So because people buy from Jumia, so the local clothing brand is not getting much, business maybe. So that's what the situation is. Then there's competitor analysis, where we would list competitor A, competitor B, and these are like different brands than this clothing brand, different clothing brand. So we list out the competitors, and then we also check why they are winning. This one has mm, digital presence. So basically, the campaigns that the assignments that I gave you so far, those were small tasks that, and then observation was what I was pointing at. Like while I'm happy with the skills of the class, and then the interest that you all students have, I'm a little bit disappointed with the divided interest, and then some of the students are not like sort of being able to make it also on time for the classes. But then essentially the small tasks, like everything is chained, everything is linked, one class after the other, and then for easier understanding. And the assignments that I gave, those assignments also are were like small tasks that, if you those who did it on time, and then those who are going along with the class, for them it will be very easy to understand what we are doing when we are making the strategy. So the different researches that you all have done, some of you have done. So those are basically like the competitor analysis. So when we do competitor analysis, we go into the brands, and then we the digital presence of the brand. We sort of analyze how many sales sort of maybe they are making, why they are making, and then how their branding looks, what are their strong points, what are their weak points, and all those. Then we do it for competitor B as well. Then there are other things as this. So we do audience understanding as well, channel selection. So okay, let's bring this everything here. Okay. So the audience understanding you can put an audience. So this is the who are like where we decide who are the potential customers. So this is where we define the audience, potential customers, as in say teenagers, um, say 20 to 30. Teenagers are say uh, 15 to 20, then 20 to 30. Mostly say the clothing brand they are focused on this, and then maybe they are doing mostly for teenagers. Maybe they are doing it for both male and female. And then we also have interest, maybe music, DJ. We can also further like define it if it's like what genre of music or DJ, or if it's for adventure sports or maybe hiking. Like we will define the audience according to what the brand deals in, and then this all everything we're going to use it when we set the demographics for our digital campaign. So then channel selection is where we will add maybe it'll go on socials, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. If we have to say Facebook on this one, Instagram, but then we have to go big uh, on TikTok, then we would have TikTok as a separate point. And then we also go for say Quora. These are the different websites, forums that we have. Then we say we go on Reddit, because we will go wherever we can find teenagers 20 to 30, male and females, who are interested in music, DJ, and then who are also interested in adventure sports and hiking. So we could do this. Then say we also have, because we have teenagers, adventure sports and hiking, we can also have like uh, computer games here. So then we will also go to say dribble. Yeah, so we will go this, then we will go their own website. Then content strategy, since it's like music, DJ, adventure sports, and computer games, our content strategy also mostly it will include this, and then it will include like teenager, say aged 15 to 30. Then we have the budgeting, which is of course the money bit, and then this one can be like say something maybe. So that we will have to divide in within this. So see now it's already starting to get a shape. Are you being able to see like are you being able to observe the shape that It's telling us what, like, this document will have informations as what we are going to do. In execution, we can also include, say, I'm writing the point in like very short dotted points. Social media marketer, website building, then website building, say we have ecom. It's a clothing brand, so we want to sell it on our website as well. Social media marketer will also have other links. Okay, so we go through and then we create this. All of these points, it will depend on the brand and then the target. What type of product they deal in, what services they do. Some companies also do not have any competitor because they are doing everything like on their um, uh, like they are like the pioneers of that, so they do not have competitors. And then there's also something called like unique selling proposition, which is called USP. So this clothing brand say the unique selling point that none of the competitors they have. So what USP they have is uh, breathable fabric with colorful and premium designs, which are centric to say, like this is not very much of a USP as well. A USP more or less it looks like, uh, and people, different brands, they also present their USP in a very creative way. So it can be clothing teenagers with fabric. Maybe that's a more attractive USP for the, instead of saying breathable fabric with color and premium designs, we say clothing teenagers with breathable and colorful fabric. And then different companies, they have their own USPs and all. So basically, this is what we're going to pitch in all of the content that we do. So we have different criterias and different points, and according to brand and then the product or the service that they are dealing in, all of these sections might be different. But then most of the common sections that all digital marketing strategy has. So the basic framework includes situation analysis, objective setting, audience understanding, channel selection, content strategy, budgeting, execution, and optimization. So optimization also we will keep on keeping it after execution. This everything is like step by step. We do situation analysis first, then we set the objective, we understand the audience, select the channels where we will release the content, publish the content, then content strategy, budgeting. Depending on which channel we do, we will have the content strategy because TikTok has different. In one of the classes, we also touched this, that different platforms, they have different type of people. So TikTok mostly has those who like to see videos, dance, music, and maybe videos essentially. Instagram has mostly people who like to go through pictures, but carousels and all those. There are, of course, there are videos. Some people, they also see lots of videos on Instagram, short reels and all those. TikTok has their definite time. Instagram has their definite time, and then YouTube is the most highly consumed video platform. So in YouTube, there's a different type of crowd, and then the content is different in YouTube. There's also vertical video. Do you know vertical video and horizontal video? Maybe I'm asking a very basic question, but then I want to know from the class. Do you know?
No.
Okay, so vertical is so this is vertical and this is horizontal. So standing like a column is a vertical, and then this one is horizontal. So we have different ratios. So those ratios 16 is to 9 when we say, then this is a horizontal video. So we do not usually call it a horizontal video, we call it a widescreen video, because videos before were 4 is to 5. We have content creation classes also. I was asked to do a little bit of content creation classes. So for that also, I will go into more detail then. But then before the TVs and all, they used to be 4 is to 5 the ratio, PAL and NTSC sizes. So since they had sort of like a rectangular, closer to a square pictures, then we got widescreen 16 is to 9. Our laptop screen got longer and wider. That's why we call them widescreen. Widescreen 16 is to 9. Common ratios are 12, 12, 80, 720, 1920, 1080. And then with mobiles and all, we got, because we see the mobile in our hand, and then we usually see it this way. That's why we got vertical videos. So these are called like vertical videos. So when we are deciding, when we are doing the channel selection, after the channel selection, we are saying we will produce the content on YouTube and on Instagram, or maybe on TikTok. You see the ratio changed. So if we are doing for YouTube, if not for YouTube shorts are there, of course, where we have vertical videos. So a vertical video, say, we directly go to images, and then these all are examples of vertical video, because we hold the mobile. Okay, vertical video and horizontal video. This one is a widescreen. It's called a widescreen video, 16 is to 9, and this is a vertical video where we do it this way. It's just because the name just happened by the way we hold it. We can do YouTube videos like this. We can do YouTube videos like this also. But then like this on YouTube, because people, they see YouTube on TV, on laptop, and then laptop we cannot make it shifted like this, so it's difficult to see vertical videos on laptop. It's like smaller in size, it's not that attractive as it is on a mobile phone. So when we are doing content channel selection, and then the content strategy that we create, that will include what duration video we are doing it on laptop, we are doing it horizontal, and how much percentage of the content, and what time, what duration we are doing it for vertical, and then even there are size ratios as well. So there's a ratio for Instagram feed. So these all will be in the content creation classes. So there's 1080, 1080. These are all like in pixels, px. So say when we open a document in Illustrator or in Photoshop, the sizes that we provide there for print and for other media. So when we are doing something for Instagram, then the main feed, it goes in three sizes. So either it's a square, it's a vertical one, it's 1350 1080, which is 4 is to 5 aspect ratio, or there's 1080 566. And then these sizes also keeps on changing. So this is from another website, Mike Murphy Medium. I don't even know what time it was published, but then these all are like, say, the standard so far. That's the standard. Before they were only square. Now if you create a content which is square, and then you like square content, it will go across platform, on Facebook, on Instagram, on both you can use this square and content. But if you have 4 is to 5 ratio, but the previous TV ratio was 5 is to 4. It was a PAL size. Maybe 4 is to 3 was that. Okay, I'm like, okay, let's clear that. So TV PAL size ratio, because it's not used that much anymore. No, it's 4 is to 3. Sorry, that was 4 is to 3. So it was not 4 is to 5. It was 4 is to 3. So 4 is to 5, we are using that for Instagram now. So these all 4 is to 3 are like, the 4 is to 5 are a little bit longer. It's 1080 1350 sizes. So this one, it looks good on Instagram, but when we publish this on Facebook, then it might look a little bit different. And also, if we create ads, when we boost ads with images which are 4 is to 5, on most of the places where it's displayed, they will only show you a square of it. So if you have content above this, then it will get cut. This all you will learn more with observation. So it's little difficult for me to specify for each platform and each type. But then most of these informations you would be getting it on Instagram. Say we have Instagram sizes. So the best rule of thumb is to go to image resolution of photos you want to share on Instagram. So this is from help.instagram itself. So when we go for Facebook, then it's better to go for Facebook Help Center itself. So Instagram says when you share a photo on Instagram, regardless of whether you're using for iPhone or Android, make sure to upload it at best quality resolution up to a width of, the width should be up to 1080 pixels. So using 1080 pixels is what Instagram recommends. Then there are sizes: share a photo with 320 to 100, and then there's 1 is to, and 1.91 is to 1, 4 is to 5. Then there are other ratios as well. So if you want to make sure that your photo is shared with a width of 1080 pixels, it's, yeah, this one. So the typical sizes, they include 1080 13 by 1350, 1080 by 1080, and then there's also, of course, for these reels. And this is image resolution of photos you share. Then sharing photos, add effects. Then there, for videos, it would be different, because for videos we also have vertical videos. So vertical videos, it goes in 1080 by 1920, which are like tall videos. So depending on which channel we are publishing it, the content strategy, the sizes would be different. So with the sizes also, we can create individual strategies for all those campaigns and all. Now all of this, it depends on the budget. how much budget they have, because depending on the budget, we will be able to tell how much work would it involve. And after all of this is set, we execute, and then we once we execute, and after that we optimize. Optimization is where we go through the data analysis, and then uh, we modify the content. So key takeaways include the need for a structured approach in digital marketing, the significance of aligning business and digital objectives, as in we know the situation of the company, what is happening, we know the competitors, we know the unique selling point of what the company is, the audience, this all, and we know what the company is looking for. Key performance indicator, KPI. So the KPI would be, say, awareness, sales, or say mostly we go to sales, awareness. So we will do most of the strategy, and then the content and all, it would be like sales centric. So if it's sales centric, we would be creating, say, discounts or different offers when we are doing the content strategy. So content strategy, it would include discounts. So this is content type. It'll include discounts, offers, yeah, and so alike. Just give me a moment. Okay, do you have any questions so far? Are you being able to understand? And the importance of measurement and optimization for success. So measurement optimization is all, measurement is for the KPI. We measure it with the key performance indicators. So if we have an increase in sales, because we took the KPI as sales and awareness. If more people are liking our page on social media, for example, say, and then they are knowing about us, they are talking about us, they are sharing earned media, they are sharing, they are including us in hashtags and all those. So in awareness, to create campaigns for awareness, we'll do, say, hashtag campaigns and all those. We will give an incentive to people to take our hashtags, and like that there will be lots of activities inside. And optimization for success is how we optimize it. Say, we are measuring with the KPI. Our KPI is sales or awareness. Sales is basically very clear and very simple to understand. If it's making sales, the clothing brand has 1,000 one 1,000 t-shirts. So they want to sell off all of the t-shirts maybe. So if it's making sales or not, as in they took the target so that they can sell at least like 1,000 t-shirts, which means in marketing there's also a concept where they say, if you talk to 100 people, if you market a product to 100 people, then we have to assume that one of 100 people would be buying it. So only one of 100 people. So if we have to sell the 1,000 t-shirts, that means we will have to go to 100,000 people. So, but yeah, that's like one. No, that's not 1 million, right? So that's one lakh in Indian this. So we go to 100,000, 100K people. We publish something, and then online also it's like a little bit more difficult to say predict those quotes. Those were more relevant in traditional marketing. In online is also less. So in online maybe we go to 1,000 people, then or maybe 10,000 people, then one people would be buying. So we have to reach like at least maybe 1 million people to sell off 1,000 t-shirts. But if the strategy and then the audience selection, the demographics that we set in our campaigns and all, if it's like very good, neat and clean, and then we are being able to pinpoint our customers, then the ads would be shown to relevant customers. It will be customized, personalized, and then we can improve our sales. So improving the sales is what this optimization is about. So we measure the campaign, and we see go through the data analysis. We go through the sale report, and then we optimize the campaign, the digital marketing campaign. So digital marketing strategy explained. The digital marketing strategy, as we are already discussing, is a detailed plan that outlines how online channels will be leveraged to achieve specific marketing goals, engaging customers effectively. So, in here, this one is a marketing strategy that is, maybe we can also disconnect this digital from here. We have included like all everything. We will also go through like I was also talking about traditional, hence I have removed the digital from this document, because traditional is not included in digital marketing. But then if we are making a marketing strategy for a clothing brand, which would include traditional also, and then even then also we the same document, it works. Only the channel selection, we have Dribble self website, and then we have like maybe traditional marketing as well in here. So the definition in here, we're talking specifically about digital. So a digital marketing strategy is a detailed plan that outlines how online channels will be leveraged to achieve specific marketing goals. And we have already shared with the class the when we're talking about channels, it's not just the social media channels, but it's also forums, community, and self websites also. So it's a poem, paid, owned, and earned media. So all of those channels, all of those mediums, how we are using to achieve specific marketing goals. So it is specified. The marketing goal for this is sales and awareness. So, ensuring that the digital marketing strategies aligns with overarching business goals is essential for maximizing impact and achieving desired outcomes. So basically, is the same thing in the that we are seeing, and then what we just said. So it has to go in line with the marketing goals of the brand, and things have to be aligned with that, so that we get a proper measurement. And if we have a proper measurement, only then we can optimize it. Digital marketing employs various online channels such as social media, email, websites. Yes, email also was there. I that got missed out. So there's social media, emails, website, pay-per-click advertising. This is Google, and even on social media also we got like pay-per-click advertising to reach and engage the target audience effectively. This specifically, we're going on the digital marketing thing. Strategic mistakes. Not establishing clear and measurable goals can lead to misguided efforts and wasted resources. Goals should be specific and aligned with overall business objectives to ensure relevance and direction. This direction and relevance, but when we are starting it off, like as I said in the beginning of the classes, so if you are thinking to do campaigns, digital marketing campaigns for your own product or services, you're not sure about how what to set your where, like what should be your goal, what should be what you want to do next in the business, in the entrepreneurship thing, because what you want to do in your business, in your entrepreneurial journey, uh, that is an entrepreneurial thing, and that's a like digital marketing is a part of entrepreneurship. So the business that you have, services that you have, there will be lots of different sections. So your business is not just about the digital marketing thing. So when I'm saying that if you're the entrepreneur, if you're the business owner, and then you're not sure about what you have to set for now, there's short term, mid term, and long term goals in entrepreneurship. So in that short term, you can start off with a digital marketing campaign as a trial run, as a pilot project, and then there maybe you are allowed, because you're the business owner, it's your business, you have your pocket money savings as your budget, and then there maybe you can start off with something where you are not clear and you are not being able to decide on a measurable goal. So we are doing the class, of course, and from the class you would be able to tell that it should be sales or it should be awareness and all those. But then again, I'm putting a focus on this, that like digital marketing campaigns at this level, we're doing it with so much detail and depth that is going to take a lot of your time, a lot of your thought, and if you do not have anybody to discuss it with, to work it with, if you do not have a team and a reliable team, then uh, for a single person to do a one-man show in digital marketing is difficult, because you would have to stay updated with the with the data analysis, and then you will have to keep on optimizing it. You're doing the content creation, you're running the ad, you're checking the data, you're creating the strategy, you're doing everything by yourself. That is difficult, not impossible, but it's difficult. So when you're doing the first pilot run, if you are thinking about doing it for your business, then you are allowed to do it without any clear and measurable goals as well, but do it as a pilot run, as a trial run, and where you may or may not get and return on investment, but then you would get the experience, and you would learn a lot. The learning that we get in a class, it's different from the learning that we get when we are actually on the field, and then we are working it, we are doing it. So I am sort of encouraging you to not to get demotivated or intimidated. Do not be afraid when you see that there's so many things that needs to be done when we have to do a digital marketing campaign. So without that, if you want to do it for your own business, then you can start it off. But then when we are doing it for others' business, others with others' money, others' business, others' business goals and all, then it's a rule of thumb. We should not even start the campaign without clear and measurable goals, because you will be responsible for the budgets, whatever is spent. So you will have to give a detailed report of the data, and then you will have to let the people know where the money is going, how the money is being spent, and all of those informations using the data that we will be getting from Google ads, or maybe social media ads and all. From there also there will be documentation. You would have to create a report. Uh, it's called report. Say maybe there will be digital marketing reports, like something like this, where you're doing PPC, SEO, email, digital marketing. You're creating a report, how many followers have increased, conversions, sessions, and all of those. What you can do is you can just go to your native Facebook, Instagram, and then you can add screenshots, and then you can design another document, or you can just paste it on a Google sheet, or create a Google Doc document, or you can of course create good brochures and all. And that's why everything, it depends on the budget, how much work will be put in, how much time can we spend on doing one activity in detail, because there will be like lots of small activities. So, if we do not have a clear and measurable goal, that can lead us to have misguided efforts and wasted resources. Wasted resources because we won't have a direction. Our things won't have any coherence. The content strategy that we would be making, it won't be related to the key performance indicator, the KPI. We need more sales, but then the content that we are making, it's for awareness. Then we would be letting people know, but then that won't include sales. For sales, the CTA, call to action, those content will be different. It will be tailored differently. As for awareness, we also have to make sure that it doesn't look that much salesy, as in we don't have to like b- make it look as if we are asking people to just buy our product. Instead of that, we will have to say it in a very subtle way, that know our product, try our product, see the goodness in our product, all those. So, goals should be specific and aligned with overall business objectives to ensure relevance and direction. And then companies also have that mission and vision. So we also have to be sure that the campaign, it goes in line with that mission and vision. So if a company's mission is to enlighten people, to empower people, but like do everything ethically, but then their content also will have to be tailored in a way that people get a glimpse of that this company is ethical. They are doing the right thing, sort of like that. Like that is going to empower the brand. But then we are also talking about budget, we are also talking about money, we are talking about return on investment. So while we are being ethical, while we are being doing everything the right way, the correct way, how are we giving a good return on investment to the brand, or the company? So that's why the goals, we need to have a goal for each digital marketing campaign. So when I say campaign, it means at one time we can have 3 4 campaigns, each broken down into different with different goals. The sales and awareness campaign also can be two different campaigns. It's always good to have it's always good to have just one primary goal. There can be a secondary goal as well, but then it's always good to have just one primary goal, and that's the main focus of one campaign. So the awareness and sales that I have written down in the KPI in this, so this can be sales is one campaign, and then awareness is another campaign. So a campaign can run for 1 day, 2 day, or it can go for months, a year, even more than that. So depending on how successful it is and how we can improve it, depending on that, the campaigns would be executed, and then it would be optimized. Ignoring the target audience, failing to understand and consider the target audience result in ineffective marketing strategies is crucial to define buyer personas and comprehend their need and preferences to tailor messages appropriately. So one common thing, I do not know how businesses in Uganda they are operating, but one common thing which used to happen in my city. India is a diverse land. We have different type of people. Some cities are very well established in business, and some cities are very well established in technical things. Some are coming up. Some are very underdeveloped. And in my city in Guwahati, the things are still developing. It's coming up, and then the when I'm sort of giving you an real life example. The marketing campaigns that I have worked on in the local market. So from the local market, most of the people, most of the customers, they most of the brands, I would say, most of the brands and most of the business owners, they want to keep a very general idea, like whoever buys is a customer. For them it's like that. So if it's a clothing brand, the one that we are seeing the example, if it's a clothing brand, then for them it would be like they would stock in and they would try to market the clothes for all age group and for all things. They would include kids wear, they would include like adult wear, they would include even elderly people, they would include formals, casuals, everything. In one single shop, they would want to keep because the main concept, the main ideology that they have is a customer should not go back empty handed. They do not want to say no to any customer. So if you cannot say no to somebody, it means your yes is not as powerful as it can be if you can say no. So no has a power. Of course, we do not have to be rude at all. We should be able to say no. Only then when we say no, it means our yes have a immense power. It means we said yes means it's a yes. If we can't say no when we say yes, it means it can be, it cannot be, it may be, it will be like that. So that is a life lesson, psychological thing, and that I am like relating it with marketing strategy and then the needs of the local brand in my city. So in my city, people want like everybody to be a customer. So the clothing brand, when we go and ask them who is your customer, then they would like answer that everybody is my customer. I don't want people to go back. I want to keep everything. So an old person who comes in to buy formal wares, but for old person, mostly they like to wear something simple, not too flashy thing and all. And then teenagers, they want flashy. Kids specifically, they see only flashy. They do not see simple things and all. But then the kids do not make the buying decisions. Teenagers make the buying decisions. Old persons make the buying decisions. So we are doing marketing for people who who take the buying decisions. So the money is in their hand, and only they will be shifting the money, changing the money to to the brand. So I am talking about money, but then I am also saying you that the money is not everything. It's a little bit dicey because when we are talking marketing, we have to talk about return on investment. Money is not everything, but then we have to value money. We have to respect money for what it is, and so that's why we should have a clear goal, a proper direction. We should define the audience that we have, and the target audience who are the potential customers. So the question, who are the potential customers, so that should be asked, and it's mandatory for any digital campaign, because who are the potential customers, it's like this. So we will have to ask, if you hand me a bow and an arrow, if we ask, say, if we ask Brave, that there was a Brave, right? Okay. So say we ask her to shoot an arrow. So she will have to know where she's shooting the arrow, right? We will have to, if we have to do something and then we have to prove it to somebody, then we have to ask them, where's the bullseye, where should I shoot? If we do not have a target audience, it means we do not have a goal, we do not have a target, we do not have this board. We're just like shooting in any direction or all directions. So it's a waste of time, waste of resource, waste of everything. And then if we do not have that, then we also, it will be difficult for us to measure it. It will be difficult to analyze it. So failing to understand and consider the target audience results in ineffective marketing strategies. It's crucial to define buyer personas as in what their likes and dislikes, and comprehend their needs and preferences. What do they need and what do they prefer, to tailor messages appropriately. So in digital marketing, when we are creating this campaign, so we have to ask a lot of questions, as many questions as we can. And then the questions are specific to the brand, the product and services. But essentially, this, who are the customers? What is the unique selling proposition? Who are your potential customers? And what are you looking, what are your expectations with the digital marketing campaign? So these three basically are the most important one. And then like everything is important, but these three questions you have to ask for any scale, for any size of campaign. Failure to measure and optimize. Without regular measurement and analysis of marketing performance, opportunities for improvement may be overlooked. Implementing tracking mechanisms and optimizing based on data is essential for ongoing success. So here we're talking about data analysis. So as the example that I said, for example, we are doing two campaigns. We are doing campaign 01, which is the target is sales, and we are doing campaign 02, the target is awareness. Maybe we do awareness as our campaign 1. We start off with campaign 1 first, sales. So it can be in the calendar that we do it, say strategy. So we do campaign 01 for say 30 days, then campaign 02 for say that for another 30 days. But then what we are doing is campaign, say total would be only 45 days. So what we are basically doing, total is 30. So this is day 0, say day 1 to day 30. Right, this is the runtime of this campaign, and then this is day 15 to day 45. So when we are done with 15 days of campaign of this campaign 1, which is for awareness, then we start with campaign 2 from day 15 for sales. So this is a small strategy that we are building, a very simple strategy. And then on day 15, since the campaign 2 is started. We already have run the awareness campaign for 15 days. So after 15 days we can take data analysis. That again, it depends on the budget, if we have to do it every day, or we schedule up time, we do it in 1 week's time, or we do it after 15 days. So I'm just assuming that we are doing the data analysis after 15 days. I mean, yeah, no, we will have to do it after like 10 days, maybe, if we have to keep a buffer time to optimize the content. So, say we do data analysis on day 10. Yes? Does anybody want to ask any question? We do data analysis on day 10, and then we optimize on by day 11. We have optimized it, and then content, like, I mean, made the strategy, what we should say, what should be changed, what should be modified. So this we find out till day 11, and then we, for content modification, we get day 12 to day 14, and then day 15 this goes live, and then campaign 1, it gets data analysis for campaign 01. So for campaign 1, on 10th day we get the data, and then we optimize, and then we change the content. So we are improving it as we go as well. So this also is included in the strategy, and by now I am like halfway sure that the class is understanding that digital marketing is a very big, like, very big task. It's very wide, and then it stretches, and then we will need a lot of people, like, not a lot of people, but we'll need a reliable team. So we would need team members, and then together we can. So, like, that's what it is. That's what I would want you to do your assignments and all, also, like, in a team. Okay, so coming back to this, so the framework. So this is a basic gist. This is a draft that we are making, and then when we are presenting it to the client, that would be a little bit more like presentable, maybe with proper pictures, or like like a proper presentation. So in the this one itself, the situation analysis that we did. So in the situation analysis, these are what I'm just like doing it for the draft. When we are doing proper situation analysis, that again, it depends on the budget, and then the scale of the client that you're working in. Smaller businesses would not even understand all of this. If you give it to them, they would get lost in all of this data. So if it's a medium scale, if it's corporates, if it's multinational companies, and like bigger clients, and relating to place also, even if it's a small business, even in the US or the Europe, mostly US and Australia also, they try to follow, but then not that much. But then American companies, most of them, because companies have been there for a really long time. We get our corporate culture from the US, and hence for them, even for small scale businesses, it's a good thing to give them in a proper presentation, if the budget allows. In the SWOT technique, we make 4 tables. We make a table, and then we list it out, and then we say strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So this is the situation analysis. But situation analysis, it will essentially start something like this itself, and then when we display it to them, then we break it down like this. So SWOT is a tool but SWOT analysis, you would get more the content. If you want to learn more about SWOT, then you can go to SWOT analysis, and then you would see a lot of this. So I use this same picture here as well. So SWOT is where we list out the things your company does well, qualities that separate you from your competitors, internal resources, tangible assets, intellectual properties. Do you know what intellectual property is? IP property, IP rights.
No, we
No, we
don't.
don't. Okay, so intellectual property is related to the copyright thing. The copyright, as in the uh, uh, what safeguards the creative creative creation of a designer or an artist. So intellectual properties includes okay, have you heard about Ghibli thing, the Ghibli studios?
No.
Okay, so Ghibli is a studio. So we have this hashtag Ghibli recently. So it have taken the world by a storm. So because Ghibli, ChatGPT was doing Ghibli, so ChatGPT was slow the servers a few days back. So in Ghibli, people were transforming their pictures. This is not it, but then okay, so there were like they are putting their own pictures, and then the AI was transforming their pictures to Ghibli styled content, Ghibli style pictures. So say uh, this guy here, he put his he put his image, and then he got AI created image like this. So there are lots. The social media was filled with Ghibli, hashtag Ghibli. We go to all, then generate restyle images in Ghibli style. So there's a studio called Ghibli, which is a Japanese animation studio. They do traditional hand drawn animations, and then they had like the Spirited Away. It's an excellent movie. My Neighbor Totoro, Princess Mononoke. Then all of these movies are anime movies. So Ghibli is a very old and a very well established and very popular animation studio. So AI could um, replicate their style, and they were doing what traditional animators they needed to draw. Maybe one frame used to take them 4 or 5 hours to draw, and then many weeks to do the strategy, to decide it, to storyboard it, to do the drafts, and then to perfect it, and then make interesting animations. And also AI was doing it within minutes. And Studio Ghibli, they filed a complaint using their intellectual property rights, that their style, even the style, cannot be replicated. So when we talk about copyright issues, say we like normally think is this image is copyrighted. This is Studio Ghibli's image. So this image we cannot use it for our profit. So we cannot use this image, and then we cannot, under fair use policy, we can use a little bit of it, but then we cannot use it extensively. We cannot use it in a marketing thing, and without prior permission from Ghibli, we cannot use these Ghibli images for this particular images for our marketing needs, and then our benefit. We cannot print them out. We cannot circulate them. So copyright laws, depending on countries, it has certain restrictions. And then within that IP rights, it's also there that even the style also cannot be it cannot be replicated. It's like something that they call when they do patent. There are patent technologies that the technology cannot, even if a person knows how the technology it works, but if it's been patented, then you cannot sell another product with the same technology, with the same way it's been done. So even under intellectual property, patent is for products, and intellectual property is like patent for your creative work. So this style, this muted color, the flat, and then the 3D style of this Ghibli is like well established. And then since it's copyrighted, trademarked, the style and everything, so even the style cannot be copied. So ChatGPT had to close. Maybe they're still doing it. I'm not sure. And then there were other brands like this which came up, sprang up. So they gave a case even for this sort of apps. So now I think the still it's still going on, the case. So intellectual properties are your style, and then it's related to the copyright thing. So if the strengths have some intellectual properties as this, as if we have to do a SWOT analysis of Ghibli, then it would be their intellectual property because that's well established. The capital, which is the money, the funds, proprietary technologies, as in the patented technology. And proprietary is what the technology is like their property. So it's patented. Another company cannot copy or cannot take that technology. Even if they know the technology, they are prohibited by law that they cannot uh, take that technology, and then they cannot sell it. So then there's weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This, of course, I'm going to share it with you, and then there you can go through each of them just for the sake of the class. So weaknesses, it includes things like things your company lacks, things your competitors do better than you, resources limitations, unclear unique selling proposition. If the unique selling proposition is not clear, like even the brand owner or the business owner also may not be clear with what unique selling proposition is. So as a digital marketer, we have to consult them, give them consultations, and then we have to help them find the unique selling proposition. Then opportunities and threats. I'm leaving the rest for you all to go through when we get the document. And then it's always good also to do a proper Google research on this, and then know more about the SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis basically is a situation analysis of a brand or a company. So SWOT stands for S strengths, W weakness, O opportunities, T for threats, dangers even in the future. Like Nokia, maybe they did not had a proper SWOT analysis. That's why Nokia, they did not change to Android. They did not become a Windows. They stayed a Windows phone, I think. From Symbian to just Windows phone, that's what they had. They did not had Android, and then Android bloomed. So now there's only iPhone and Android. So Nokia did not did that. They did not got the threat. They did not thought it to be a threat, maybe. So they underestimated it, and then the downfall of the company is like historical. Then there's setting smart objectives. Smart, with smart is a abbreviation. So smart means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. I think even in one of the classes we had that one mentioned. So uh, these are all the goal settings, but what you know how we do the goals. like goals of the clothing brand. So, so whatever the goal it has, that should be, say, the goal is to become a billionaire. Suppose, just for example's sake, the clothing brand they want to be a billionaire. So what we do is then we have to do smart objectives. So we have to let them know that it should be specific. Yes, being a billionaire is specific. It is measurable. It can be measured, but it's not achievable. If the brand is a very small one to be a billionaire, that like, don't know, like in that too in 45 days, so that's not achievable. So we need objectives which are achievable, which is specific, measurable. It should be specific, as it should not be things like I want to sell to everybody should be my customer. Those are not specific. We're not like specifying things. We have to be like specific, as in like I want to get this amount of sales. Say goals is to, here we were talking about 10,000 t-shirts. Sell 10,000 t-shirts. So that's what the goal is. So it is measurable, achievable, it is relevant to the brand. But some brands also have goals, as in say helping the community or helping the world. I want to help the world. So everybody wants to help the world. Everybody wants to help their community. But then, for the sake of this smart objectives, it should be relevant. If we go something like this, then this is like not relevant to the clothing brand. And then it should be time bound. So this time bound, we are doing it for 45 days. Provide a clear framework for setting goals. So smart objectives provide a clear framework for setting goals. This method helps in maintaining focus and assessing progress towards stated outcomes. And we have already gone through this one when we created. So more or less, I'm saying like we are just touching base on each of the topics now. So it's also audience understanding. A deep understanding of your target audience involves analyzing demographics, uh, psychographics, and behaviors to create effective marketing strategies. Developing detailed buyer personas can enhance an engagement and response. So this buyer personas also is bought. So when we say that our data, that we are using social media, our data is being sold. So with that, this is why where it goes. So our data is being used, the demographics, as in our age, the place that we are in, then even including our race, including our gender, and all those informations. Then psychographics, as in it would include our, like our psychology, uh, as in our likes. We show it through our likes and dislikes, and then it's also through the how we use the platform, and what type of content we are interested in, and behaviors, as in like if we comment on the posts that we like, do we engage or do we not? Do we do we like to like to communicate with other social media, meet new people, go to forums, or we do not go to forums and other community groups, say in platforms like Facebook and all those behaviors and all those are like anal those are included in a deep understanding of the target audience. So um, at first, without the data that we have, once we start a campaign, and then we will be getting more behavioral pattern and psychographics of our audience. Uh, we will get that organically. We can analyze and then we can find it out. Or if it's an MNC and then the budget allows, then this also can be bought for bigger brands and all. So with that, say the contact details, our phone numbers, our email addresses, those are also being sold. Those are also been acquired by different companies. That's how we all get spam emails. We all will be getting into like we all have get a lot of emails where we will see a lot of email IDs. One sender will send one email to many people. So the two section in the email there will be a lot of email IDs included there. Essentially, we have to define our audience, and we have to try to jot down whatever details we have when we initially start, because that's the goal that we get. And then in this slide that we're talking about understanding the audience, it's about a deep understanding of the target audience. So this is, say, after 45 days of running this campaign, we would, after 45 days of running this campaign, if we can make a sale of 1000 t-shirts, and then we get xyz number of impressions, xyz number of engagements and all, and from that we can analyze and then find out what type of people are interacting with what type of content. If we have three contents, then which content are being liked by the 15 to 20 age groups, and which content are being liked by the 20 to 30. Maybe males and females might have also different preferences. When we are personalizing our content according to the people and all, then we know that what type of people we are serving, we are showing our ads to, we are doing the campaign for the ideal customers. Then in execution, we have channel selection, as in where we will place it. We'll place it on LinkedIn, on the Quora, on Reddit, on the social media, on the website, on emails, and all. So this includes understanding where the audience spends their time. So we know who our target audience is. In this case, it's 15 to 30. So for 15 to 30, male and female who like music, DJ, adventure sports, hiking, and computer games, where can we find them? So where the target audience spends their time, whether through owned, earned, or paid media, poem, to optimize outreach. So we will select the channels according to that, where we can find, if the product is cloth, then social media, TikTok is good. But if it's a business, if it's a corporate, if it's a particular service, if it's a proper, if even software as a service apps, they market and then they let people be aware about one particular feature of, or any particular feature that people have been, their customers have been wanting to try. So in one of the projects that I did, it was about a new rollout, a new feature rollout in the website. So the website had a new feature, so they wanted to market that. So there, and So their customers are already there in their website, and then their customers are there mostly on LinkedIn. They are the customers. They are there in Facebook and Instagram, but then they are not in Facebook and Instagram to do work. So they do not work in Instagram and Facebook. They use Instagram and Facebook just for social media, where they would be surfing their own content, their own likes, maybe sports, maybe something more interesting rather than work. This is a like logistical procurement feature that was included in the website. So this was where the sourcing and the procurement thing is done for big companies. So that feature, that's why it was rolled out. The channel that was selected, it was only LinkedIn and their website. So and that way we select the channel depending on what we are trying to sell and whom we are trying to sell. Okay, just give me a moment. So then we have content strategy development. Just a moment. A robust content strategy should outline what message to convey, through which channels, and with what frequency. Emphasizing storytelling and maintaining visual consistency are crucial for brand engagement. In here, say, we go line by line. So, a robust content strategy should outline what message to convey, through which channels, and with what frequency. So when we are saying the campaign one is awareness, so maybe our post says, have you heard about, say the brand name is, the one moment. So say the brand name is XYZ, suppose. So when we are doing awareness campaign, so there maybe we are asking questions. It won't be that simple, but maybe we are asking the question: have you heard about XYZ? But XYZ is an excellent award-winning clothing brand. So, but from the awareness, we have CTA, call to action, which says, say, visit our website. And then for sales, the content, what we say on the ad or the graphics design or the video, it would be different. For sales, maybe we will say, 50% off at XYZ stores, 50% off at XYZ online, this. So maybe, okay. Was it Good Friday today or was it Good Friday yesterday, like last week? Or it can be, like Ramadan specific discount, or maybe Good Friday specific discount. So for different purposes. So sales would say different, awareness would say different, and then we are targeting it to people of 15 to 20, 20 to 30 age group, and then also maybe we are using like Uganda specific. Maybe we are making it like Entebbe and Kampala. Now, see, like Kampala might have their own mythological or like local lingos, local terms that they use only in Kampala, and Entebbe might have their own terminologies. Predominantly within this teenager 15 to 20 and 20 to 30 age group. Maybe the elders they don't know about it. Only the kids they know about it. Specifically, like words like say abbreviations and all are mostly famous within the young people. So there's woke culture, there's Gen Z, then there's FOMO, fear of missing out, then a lot of like different terminologies, and then things keeps on happening within the kids. So say we choose Facebook and Instagram. So on Facebook and Instagram, we are using that kind of lingos because we are targeting the teens and 20 to 30, Uganda, Kampala, and Entebbe specific customers, and they we are creating the content in a way that it would attract this age group and people from here. So on Facebook and Instagram, we would say it differently. On TikTok, maybe we would say it differently. On Quora, Reddit, we won't be talking in lingos and all, because Quora and Reddit is more or less like from people from all over the place and all, and then the questions are being asked. We answer that question, and then we try to link it with clothing brand XYZ. So on Quora, it would be maybe very casual, because it's a clothing brand. It's a say a casual clothing brand. The tone, the of the content would be different than a formal clothing brand. Say BlackBerry suit. So a BlackBerry suit, perfect. Blackberries. This is a suit cloth. They do typically suit, and then it's sort of like a little more mm, poshy, grandiose type of thing. So, but their type of customers, they like the target audience, they talk to their target audience in a different way. Then some other t-shirt clothing brand would be talking to their customer in a different way. Even the see command attention with this structured formal suit, a masterpiece. So the tone of what they have written is different. The picture is like, but even the picture is not. He's not smiling that much. He's just giving a look. Maybe in here he's just like smiling a bit to make him look. But then most of the pictures are also taken in a way to make him look big. For teenagers, maybe we won't have pictures like that, rigid and businessy. We will have more of a casual, relaxed look and feel. So robust content strategy would outline what message to convey through which channel and in what frequency. So maybe we are saying that if we are posting social media management, when we do that, then we define how many number of posts we will have in one week. So we define, maybe we will post our content like the ad campaign. We are boosting posts on social media for say 3 times a week or 4 times a week. So if we do 4 times a week, it will be on alternate days, or maybe back to back, or maybe we are doing only on specific days when it's national holidays, or like Saturdays and Sundays, when the number of target audiences are more. So everything is related. Let's close this. Yeah. Emphasizing storytelling and maintaining visual consistency are crucial for brand engagement. Now, say for this clothing brand, we are using a shade of for this is kid, right? So for teenagers, maybe we are using like high saturated colorful designs. So maybe we are using specifically, say we are using purple, and we are using for energy it's yellow, orange. So Maybe for colorful, we also chalk down the purple and we are just keeping yellow and orange, say. So it's yellow, say it's orange. That too, one particular shade of orange. Orange will have many different shades. So when we are doing one particular shade of orange, the clothing brand on we have had selected all of these platforms on Facebook and Instagram. On TikTok, it should be the same same the shade of orange. Maybe the size would be different because when we are talking about Instagram feed sizes or say various social media content sizes. There's see, so there's social media images, profile photo, landscape, portrait, square. There's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. The size is little different. We work on ratio. So this is 1:1. This one will be 1200. This is like landscape. Okay, that's the landscape thing. The horizontal video, the horizontal frame, and then the sizes are different. The the everything is different. So we are formatting its design but separately, and then when we are doing this, then the content and then the visuals should be coherent. There should be a visual consistency. It should look like it's the same brand. And emphasizing storytelling. It should not be just a dang photo. It should be it should be something like something engaging. Of course, we are using our time and then we are using the budget that we have. Depending on that, we'll be creating the content and then how engaging it would be, how much time we can spend on it. But then we should emphasize on storytelling and then we should present it in a presentable way and maintain the visuals across all content channels on across all channels where we where we decide to publish the content. So these are important for brand engagement. And then there's monitoring and optimization. This is the Google analysis or the data analysis part. So continuous monitoring of KPIs and employing techniques such as A/B testing are essential. Like A/B testing is like two different two different uh, two different campaigns. We are testing it across two different campaigns, or one campaign we are testing it across two different demographics. That's basically like the trial and error method for A and B testing. And then there's continuous monitoring of KPIs. In this example, we took the KPI as campaign one was awareness, and then campaign two is sales. So when we are talking about awareness, we would want people to click on the link and then go to our website. And then if we can somehow directly make them purchase from the place where the ad is shown, the channel where the ad is shown, then sales would be like our sales report. So how many sales we are actually being able to do. So in awareness, it will be like data analysis where we're talking about impressions. We're talking about how many people are surfing the website and all those. Adaptability based on real-time feedback ensures ongoing improvement and alignment with goals. So again, we are talking about optimization, and like in here we talked about this. So campaign one, we go for 30 days. Campaign two also we are doing it for 30 days, but then we are starting it on the day 15th till the day 45th day. So we do data analysis on the campaign one on day 10, and then by day 14 we have our content created with the modifications and everything. And then on day 15th, when we publish campaign 2, at that time we have updated and upgraded campaign 1. So the awareness that it did was in two phases, phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1, 15 days. Phase 2, 15 days. So this 15 days, the content would be little different, and then in here it will be little different. So phase 2, the content, we are doing it after say going through the data analysis of phase 1 after 15 days. So after 10 days we take the data analysis, then we know that okay, we have converting customers, people are buying from Entebbe. From Kampala they are not being able to buy that much, for example, say. And then say our customers are mostly from Entebbe. They are from age group, they are from 18 to say 18 to say 18 to 24 or 18 to 25. So that those age group, and then mostly say males 18 to 25 from Entebbe are showing interest in our brand. Since they are showing interest in our brand, then in phase 2 we can create two content, one for Kampala, the other age groups, so that Kampala would also show interest. And then the people who have already shown interest on Entebbe, phase 2 would change the content in a way that more and more people, specifically from 18 to 25, they are attracted. Like, we are targeting, and then we are drilling down on the one's particular this audience itself. Like if we are doing for say the interactions, what we are getting customer, like customer engagement, we are getting it from age say 18 to 25, males and Entebbe. So we are getting success from 18 to 25 male Entebbe. When we are getting success from here in our awareness campaign for the first 15 days, then the next 15 days in phase 2, we will drill down on this. We will show them additional content. The usual concept, if we have to go from the traditional thing, is like, since we are already getting them 18 to 25 male Entebbe are already interested in our product, so some people might go as like, why not target for people from 18 below and 25 above, and why not target for females, why not go for Kampala? So instead of that, since we are getting results from this, we will work on this further. So whatever works, whichever way it goes, so we are like drilling down. So even when we do for 18 to 25, the age group will come down. We are specifying the customers. So when we are specifying the customers for phase 2, we can do it in two parts. One part is for Entebbe, one part for Kampala maybe. And then when we are doing that one part, we're doing it for Entebbe, for male, for 18 to 25. We are creating another content so that they have more added, interest. So it's like hit the iron while it's hot. So digital marketing campaign is are like that. So those people who are showing interest, we will provide them with more content so that they convert to our loyal customers. Then when they would engage, then they would also leave us earned media in all those if they are loyal, and if they are like happy with what we are doing it. So we do continuous monitoring of KPIs, and we do optimization. All of this, of course, it has to be included in the budget. Only then we will have the fund and we will have the resources to keep on doing it. And yeah, in conclusion, a implemented digital marketing strategy framework enables organization to navigate complexities, engage effectively with audiences, and achieve measurable outcomes through structured planning and execution. So, yeah, so that's what it is. Digital marketing strategy framework. So I am open for questions. If you have any questions. Black Friday. Yes, Black Friday sales. Difference between brand and a company.